Today's Sunday, and most people aren't going to wake up and put in the work today. Most people aren't going to study today. Most people aren't going to back test. Most people aren't going to review last week's trades. Most people aren't going to make sure that this week is the week that it could change their life. Most people don't have their accounts because they blew them last week due to the dumb shit that they were doing. But next week is a new opportunity. Next week is a new chance for you to redo everything. All it takes is one trade. All it takes is one account. All it takes is one payout to change everything. So in this video, I'm about to give you guys some free game on exactly how to make sure next week is the week that you could change your life. Free game to make sure that you go into next week, you go into next month, you go into the next video that you watch a better person. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another video. Right now, it is 9 o'clock in the morning. We're about to be active with the team. We're about to have a call. Honestly, this topic of today's call isn't anything specific. I kind of want to talk on a few different things. I'm going to have them ask a couple of questions that they may have questions on for the majority of it, but then I'll probably talk on a few other things. So, yeah, with that being said, it's just another day. New day, new money, new opportunities. If you want to be able to get access to this team, the call and everything we're about to be on, then you can apply in the first link in the description, but I'm going to give you guys some free game so you can take advantage of that also. But yeah, if you didn't watch yesterday's video where I go over a lot of also more free game, check it out. You're missing out.
I got a couple questions. If Dustin, if you want, write out the questions. So you only gotta talk if you don't want to. Write them out in the chat, and I'm gonna answer the first ones that I seen first. All right. So the first one was Marley. Hopefully, the people that ask some of these questions will end up joining the call. If not, they're gonna have to rewatch this shit. But first one is I want to know about scaling from trading MNQ to NQ. So like what's a good risk management if my daily loss is 300? I would definitely just say when it comes to just simply upping the risk, because I wouldn't even say scaling from MNQ to NQ. The main thing that will be important is understanding how much you're risking per trade, because if you're only looking to risk $100 to $300, NQ simply isn't gonna work unless you have a crazy small stop loss. Like for you to risk, what would it be? For you to risk $300 on an NQ setup, you'd have to have about a 15 point stop loss with about a one contract. Like that would be the equivalence to risking $300 on NQ. Versus if you would have been on the micro, you would have been able to have risking $300 with your full stop loss, not having to cut it in half essentially. Now, when do you know when to scale up? I really say it depends on your account balance. If you're used to risking a certain amount, double your account. I mean, once you could double your account, you can simply go from risking more now, because that's the only reason you should be risking more. Based off the percentage of your account, whether you're risking 10, 20% of the account, once your account doubles to say from 2,000 to 4,000, you can go from risking 300 to 600 per trade, because in percentage wise, it's going to be the same amount of your account. You just had to double your account first. You just had to grow your account first. When it comes to upping risk, up your account size. If you can up your account size, you'll be able to basically stay alive from bigger drawdown trades, such as if you're going to be trading NQ, is going to be worth significantly more. All right, next one. How to use and trade with the right risk on TradingView. How to manage funded accounts. Okay, how to use and trade with the right risk on TradingView. On TradingView is easy. It's a little harder on TopStepX because they try to not tell you the numbers. They just let you put your contract. It's a little ambiguous on TopStep. But on TradingView, always do it before you get into the trade. Like the best advice I would give you when it comes to trying to put a stop loss, when it comes to understanding the risk, make sure it's all done before you enter that trade. Because once you get in that position with no stop loss, with no TP, it's way harder to add them. It's way harder to understand it. The best thing you could do in the beginning, make sure you're trading the right pair, because if you're trading on TradingView, you got to make sure you're trading the right pair. Make sure you're trading the futures pair. Once you're on the futures pair, once you go into the buy or sell, you're going to have that screen that pops up. If the screen doesn't pop up, make sure you go into your settings of TradingView and make sure that you have what would it be, one click trading. Make sure that's off, meaning every time you press buy or sell, it immediately puts you into a trade. You don't want to have that on. So once you have that on, once you press buy or sell, the page will come up. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. That's where you want to put your stop loss. That's where you want to put your contract size. So when it comes to making sure you're trading with the right risk, whenever you put your contract size in, make sure you put a stop loss, because once you put the stop loss, with the contract size, TradingView is going to tell you theirself what you're risking. It's going to average it out and calculate it for you. Nowhere else does that. But you need to make sure you have the right contract size and you're adding a stop loss. Because if you don't put the right stop loss, it's not going to tell you how much you're risking. It's just going to put you into a trade with a random contract size that you put. So make sure contract size with your stop loss, that's going to equal how much you're risking. But that would be the first one. How to manage funded accounts. I'll say how to manage funded accounts. Depending on the prop firm, if you're on TradingView, the best thing to do is probably get a copy trader. Try to get copy traders so you could copy trade your accounts. That would be the best thing. If you're on TopStep, you could trade the copy traded accounts on there. He's saying how to manage funded accounts. Okay, so this doesn't even necessarily how to manage funded accounts. I see you're in the call. Do you mean like manage them in general, risk management, or all of the above? Like, what do you mean? How to manage funded accounts? Like all of it is how to manage keeping a funded account, scaling a funded account. Like what specifically? Just so I know. And you're in the call too, so I'm talking to you. I want your answer so I can answer it for you correctly. But basically, to answer your question, having some things you want, does the work feel any different, or has the feeling perspective changed? I'll say the work still feels. I mean, work's work. I would say in terms of my goals, things that I've once wanted that I then got, the feeling isn't the same. Like this view, I came into this room today, I haven't even looked at the view yet. Like you guys can see more of the view right now than I've seen of the view. Like I don't even see my penthouse view from this angle. Like this is just me inside of my office. So it's like, and I didn't even come in here and look at the view. Before, when I first moved into my crib, looking at the view, staring out the window is just one of the things that you just do, but you get desensitized from most things after you've had it long enough. Who just texted me? Okay. And my second question is, how do you stay focused on creating content without tying it to views, as in the same process with trading? You would want to focus on the skill and process rather than losing money. I would say the main thing is just have other ways to make money, because if you focus on content to get views to make money, it's just going to be the same thing as trading. If you have other ways to make money outside of trading, you're not going to be focused on trying to force a trade. You're not going to be focused on trying to force anything. You're not going to try to make things happen when they don't exist. But that's why you got to have other things to focus on, such as I was already doing my thing trading when I started doing the content, so I had the time to just focus on the content to get to where I am now without having to worry about the trade, without having to worry about the YouTube money making me any money. Because if I were to go to my YouTube, this is how much I make off of YouTube, balling on a budget. Like last month made about 1,100, and this month we up like 300. Baller. That's $1,000 for 30 days. I mean, it pays my car. That's pays my car, and honestly, it might last month might have paid my car and my insurance. Even though I didn't drive it, there we go. Paying for shit that I don't use. But on to the next one. How do you recognize when it's better to walk away from the market with one, for example, 1L rather than look for the next trade? That's another one. How do you recognize when it's better to walk away from the market with, for example, 1L rather? I would say you're never really gonna, you don't really know, because I mean, I could have walked away with 1L Friday, and the second trade I would have just never called it. I would say you never really know. It's just intuition, just every situation. If you're already losing the last couple of days in a row, maybe today shouldn't be a day you go and try to full L the wall. You may have a max of 2, 3 L's in a day you're allowed to take, but if you just keep trying to force all those trades, the market will take them. I'll say if you're down for the week, be willing to just take one trade, because less is more. You don't want to keep stacking up L's, because the more L's you stack up, you all know it's way easier to stay around when you're losing. Keep taking a trade. Keep taking a trade. First, when you win, you take a W, you walk the fuck away. You're gone. And it's like that a lot, just because we are able to handle W's better. We aren't able to handle L's as much. So the more you can just be aware of less is more. I don't need to take another trade. You could make it all back, but you also could lose more. So I would just say it's very situational in my opinion. And intuition is going to be key. Just being patient. If you're not confident in a trade, just keep waiting. Patience is going to be your best friend.
All right, and just like that, we done with the call. Good little Q&A with the team. I'm about to upload this and everything, and I'm gonna hop in the shower so that I can go to Busch Gardens. That's what me and my girlfriend, our plans are right now. We're gonna go to Busch Gardens. Last time we went, we didn't get on any rides. They finessed us. So, this time we're hoping we'll be able to get on some rides. But I'm about to add this into the recordings over here. And yeah, just another day. I love to have these calls with the team because it just keeps us just diligent. It just keeps us moving forward. It keeps us doing the things that we need to do to just be the best version of ourselves. Because at the end of the day, most people don't want to put in the work on the weekend. I understand that most people want to be able to enjoy the weekend. But guess what? You got to be able to do the things you don't want to do no matter how you feel. Discipline. I didn't really want to hop on this call with the team this morning. I still hopped on the call. And then 5-10 minutes in, after answering some questions, I realized that, you know what? It wasn't that bad. I'm glad I was able to be here. But you got to be able to start. It's like the same thing with the gym. Nobody wants to go to the gym. But once you get to the gym, once you're there, you can actually appreciate it for what it really is. You can appreciate, I feel way better now. It doesn't suck. It's not as bad as I thought. But it all starts with starting. But I'm about to upload this 30-minute Q&A call. About to go take my shower and get the rest of this day started. So I'll probably see you in the car. But yeah, no days off. Let's keep moving and improving 1% a day. All right, we got a schedule rechange. We were gonna go to Busch Gardens. It's 10:35 on Sunday. We're actually gonna go to the beach. My girlfriend's off. I don't have to do any one-on-one calls until about 3:30. So we got some time until we have to do anything. I already got the call done with the team, as you guys seen. But besides that, yeah, I'm waiting for my girlfriend. She went downstairs to the corner store to get something to drink. I'm up here by the car because I didn't feel like bringing all the stuff down there. So I bring it to the car, and now we're here. But yeah, about to go to the beach. I'll probably try to get some more beach vlog. I didn't really get beach vlog yesterday, so try to get some beach vlog. It's a little ugly out, but the water was warm as shit yesterday. So yeah, I'm getting some stuff posted on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me for free game on a daily basis. So that being said, I'll see you guys when we get to the beach. We just made it to the beach. We're about I'm about to take all these all these shells from yesterday. It is hot though. Like, it is ugly out, but it is hot. But the water yesterday was mad warm. So I'm not really worried about not having to be out, to be honest. But it was a decent drive. I like over here, the beach. 2 beach days in a row. I got my shorts on under this. Then this car wants to pull up right behind us. Nice. Yeah, look outside, it's nice. Little beach houses and all that. But yeah, we're gonna be on the beach, so I'll probably get the rest of the content on my phone. Let me take all this shit off. All right, we just got it out the water. It looks like it's gonna start raining. It wasn't as wavy in the water, but it was warm. We were here for probably like 30-40 minutes. All right, team, right now I'm on my balcony. Hopefully it's not too windy. I probably won't be out here for too long just because, but we went to the beach and everything. But I do got some one-on-one calls with some students, so that's what I'm about to be spending some of my time doing. I gotta get my other phone. But yeah, let's get to work. Inside now with it. We about to have our call here. I'm about to put a little sweater on. It's a little chilly, not gonna lie. But yeah, let's get straight to these calls. Let's help these students achieve great things. But yeah, with that being said, let me get this light on back here also, just to light it all up. Nah, that's what I like to hear. That's what. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. But I'm chilling for the most part, getting ready for the week. It was definitely a very choppy week for the most part. I want to say it wasn't too bad. It wasn't the best, but like you said, it was very choppy. And there's definitely been better conditions, but that's summer for you.
Every day is doing its own thing. Like, one day up, one day down. Like, you know.
Now that's one thing you'll have to learn, because shit, it's not the last time it'll be like that. Like I said, summer conditions aren't ideal. And this is just another year of it doing its very similar things. And it's just, the market does the same things over and over and over and over and over. The best thing you can do is just be able to manage risk, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to change the conditions. You're not going to be able to control them. There's going to be times where these conditions are going to be just like this during a normal part of the year. And then we're still going to have to be able to manage risk and be able to navigate through those conditions regardless. It's just part of the market. It's just what it is. I just got off a call with my boy. Yeah, he's younger. He's I think, what is he? He's 17, yeah, 17. He hasn't got his own. He's just going through a lot of learning in the beginning of trading. For the people that remember what it was like when you first started trading, you can only imagine. But I'm about to hop on my second call with my other student, D-Dat, my boy from the UK. We got students worldwide, nationwide, all over the world. But Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it. The last time we talked, so I know I told you all the content to go through. How you feel about all the stuff you've gone through so far? I know it's only a small portion, but what have you also got through?
Yeah, it was good, you know. What do you call it? It was almost what I was doing anyway. But yeah, it was literally, I went through the, what do you call it? Those two, what do you call it? Yo, my bad, bro. I'm a bit fried, innit? What's this called?
Press buy, press sell, to have the confidence to actually do it, because that's what backtesting is going to do. It's going to train your eyes to know what to look for. Did you watch all the ones that I sent you?
Yeah.
Bad. I'm gonna probably send you some new ones. But in terms, so you said you traded very similar. I think you were one of the people that learned like a lot of the ICT smart money concepts. So you, like I think I already told you it was gonna be very similar, but I wanted you to watch it anyway, just so I can make sure you kind of had that edge. But so what were you said you were trading on what? You were trading demo this week? But in terms of moving forward now, the main thing is going to be having a structured trading plan. Like you want to have something that's written down that you're actually just following on a daily basis. Because going into a challenge, going to whatever you're going to be going into, you want to be able to have a process. The process is the most important thing. Doesn't matter how much you're making, doesn't matter how much you're risking. The risk management is cool, but the risk management can change over time. Risk management is always could just change. But when it comes down to is having the same process, I'm looking for these setups at this time, these confirmations, this is my reason to get in, this is my reason to get out, I'm taking these amount of trades, I'm gonna be risking this much. Like all that should be inside of your trading plan. And so if you go into say a 50K account, you know the parameters, you know how much your drawdown is, you know how much your target is. Now with that understanding, you need to just have it all calculated to where I'm going to be taking this amount of trades per week. I'm going to be risking this much per week. Max, my worst possible losing week could be this. If I get a W week, if you get what I'm saying, like everything should be calculated ahead of time, so you're not leaving it up to chance. You're not waking up in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, I keep on recording like long ass clips, and these clips are like 10 minutes each. Like out of these 30-minute sessions, they're actually lasting a little bit longer than I would have wanted to, but you know, just gotta give game. Gotta give game no matter what, no matter what. But now, how was your week though?
Nah, good. Week's been good, bro. I'm about to get my first payout. Hella close.
How many trading days you got?
What you mean?
How many trading days you have on it? Or you on My Fund
I have
Futures?
3 of them. I just need like 2 more trading days because I hit for 3 days. So.
Copy.
It's on My Fund Futures, so I'm just gonna go for like a $1,000 payout, and I'm gonna just keep going. Maybe.
When do you start trading it? Because I know you got I know you passed it when you sent me the message saying you passed the account Wednesday. You started trading it when? Thursday?
Yeah.
Copy. So you won the last 2 days? How many trading days you have? 2?
2 days. 2 days.
So you won Thursday, Friday then?
Yeah.
Copy. So what's your account at right now?
Like 400 or something like that.
Yeah, shout outs to my boy. He's on his funded account, his first funded account. He's going for his first payout. We're going to be able to make it happen. He's risking a little bit less. He's only up about $400 on the funded account, but that's cool. $400 in 2 trading days. Do you make $400 at your job in 2 days? Most of you don't. Don't pretend like you don't. Don't lie to me. But we got a couple more calls still. We about to get this all situated. And yeah, let's get straight to it. I would be lying to y'all if I said I wanted to be here, but honestly, I might go make a coffee. That might be a good idea. I'm gonna go make a coffee. When in doubt, get some coffee. I definitely do need a water bottle. We have about 15 minutes till the next call, but I'm gonna try to run it a little bit sooner. Yeah, we gonna make it work. That's funny though. Never used to want to wash dishes, and now it's the only dishes I ever wash is a cup for some coffee because I don't cook. Yeah, I don't really care to cook though either, to be honest. I kind of enjoy being able to go out, enjoy the ambiance, enjoy the vibe, enjoy being able to leave the crib, considering I'm always home. So, you know, when it gets to like times like eating dinner, when it comes to times like eating lunch, I don't feel like staying home. I want to be able to leave the crib, go do something. I don't know, but that's how I feel about that. But yeah, that's a little insights to why I kind of never want to eat here. Just go out, you know? Just go out. But yeah, let's make this coffee. I'm gonna give you guys the inside scoop and some ASMR. For all the people that want the ASMR, here we go. Shout out to Evian, the best water in the world. But we gotta get the taste test. It was hot, but it was good. Really hot. Now to get it over there without spilling. I'll put it over here. To the workstation. This is what I get to work to. Ain't it just beautiful? It's just hovering above me. But you know what? Where there is light, there is also dark. You gotta appreciate both. Should be a world record for how fast to chug a coffee. Chug a coffee. Okay, I got my stamina. I got my adrenaline. That's what I needed. Caffeine. We're good. Now I can run another 17 calls. Let's get straight to it. Where my boy at? 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 What's going on, Birdie? How you doing on this fine evening? I'm telling you guys, like, it always comes down to expectations. You never want to have expectations, because once you have expectations and then they don't hit, it hurts a lot more than it should, because it's like you had the expectation, I passed, and then based off you passing, I quit my job, I got my money, I work for myself. All those things are happening simultaneously inside of your head, and you don't even realize it, but it's just like the subconscious mind. So when you're thinking about those things, passing the account, there's a lot more stress and anxiety now on the actions, on the trade you're gonna take, because there's now something tied to it. When if you just wake up, focus on today, I'm gonna focus on my process, I'm gonna focus on doing what I'm supposed to, that is gonna be the most beneficial thing you could do, because you're not gonna be worrying about the past, you're not gonna be worrying about the future, you're just gonna be showing up and worrying about today. You're not gonna worry about passing, you're not gonna worry about a payout, you're not gonna worry about nothing. And I would say going to demo is definitely one of the main things you can do, because it's gonna teach you the process while having a expectation. Without a result, win, lose, or draw, you're gonna have the same thing.
Any direction sometimes. Like sometimes I always hit you up on the side and it's like, oh, how did you see that? Basically because like sometimes I can see it, but obviously after this is much easier to see. But like
I would say, like when it comes to directional bias, like I answered a couple questions like these on an earlier, I think was it earlier? It was on my Instagram, I think. But basically, like the step-by-step I like to use when trying to figure out the directional bias, because there's going to be a couple different variables, so I kind of try to keep it as simple as possible. Let's just say it's New York session, you're waking up for New York, you're trading either US 30, NAS 100, whatever it may be, you're trying to find the bias, right? This is the first thing I would do. If I'm coming to the charts for the first time, I'm going to mark up, the previous day's high, previous day's low. I'm going to mark up the Asian session. Yo, I chugged this coffee before this, just so you know. So that's why I chugged it, and I have a lot of caffeine going through me right now. But I mark up those two things. From marking up those two things, that's my first process. Then I'm going to look at London. I want to pay attention to what London did. Did London fall? Was London bearish? Was London choppy? Was it bullish? Was it trending? What was London session doing? That is something that I always want to be aware of, because if I can be aware of what happened during London, it's going to give me an extra edge on what is more likely going to happen during New York, right? So say, for example, we did all that. We marked up London, let's just say, was bullish, okay? Next, I'm going to look at the previous day. What is the previous day doing? Ideally, if London was bullish, I would want the previous day to also be bullish, so that more than likely I know to be looking for longs. I would know to stay more towards that long side. That doesn't mean that there's not going to be a short-term trade. That doesn't mean that shorts may not play out. But in terms of higher probability, if the previous day was bullish and London was bullish, it's going to make a lot more sense for me to also look to follow that overall bullish trend. Maybe I look for a retracement into a gap. Maybe I'll wait for a false break to go higher. Whatever it may be. But that's one way of being able to figure out the trend when they're aligned. Let's say now, in this case, same thing. London was bullish, but the previous day was bearish. What are you going to do when they conflict? The main thing I tell everybody is pay attention to where you are right now, because all week could have been bearish, but if it seems bullish right now, if London was bullish today It may go up right now. You want to pay attention to where you are right now, because at the end of the day, the whole week might be doing something, but that doesn't mean that it's going to do it exactly at this moment. This week was bullish. I had 2 losing days looking for all longs, and I still got stopped out on all 4 trades just for it to eventually go back up later in the day. Directional wise, I was overall right. Trade wise, I wasn't right. Timing wise, I wasn't right. But directional wise, I was looking for longs in a bullish market. But during those times that I took the trade, it was bearish. It was bearish at those times. And then guess what? No matter how much I wanted longs, it didn't play out at that time. And it's the same exact thing with anything. Timing is going to be key. All right, team. Coming to you guys from the bathroom. This is going to be where the video is going to be coming to an end. So the student, we rescheduled the one-on-one, the last one, for 9 in the morning. So before we have the call and everything tomorrow morning and tomorrow's vlog, we will have to do that one-on-one session. But until then, I'm about to take my ass and chill, finish editing this video, get it posted for you guys. But if you want to work with me one-on-one, the first link in the description. I think I got 5 spots available, so you can apply in the first link. The second link is the free trading training. And with that being said, it was just another day, a Sunday in the life of a trader. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow's other video.